What's up guys, Brandon Man here, welcome back to another YouTube video. Back at it again with the camera setup. We've got the ring light, we've got the professional camera quality. As you guys can tell by this title, I am going to be sharing with you guys my experience doing Lauren Giraldo's 12-3-30. Now, as a disclaimer, I have been watching Lauren Giraldo for like the past 5-6 years, I think. She's been on YouTube for a really long time, ever since like Vine died, because I watched her on Vine. So literally once she started her channel on YouTube, I've been watching her like since. So I'm very familiar with her content. Also, like, her content's more pushed towards like, or centered around like women, but that's not to say like this workout doesn't work for men as well. It works for all body types and it's very like mentally freeing, like she explains it, and I'll get more into that. This workout is phenomenal. Both her and Henny, her boyfriend, do it. And also, Lauren, if you're watching this right now, you are dope as hell. Content is sick. And you live in Phoenix now, which is really cool because like you're in my territory, and it would be crazy if we just like bumped into each other, you know, and just became best friends. Like, I'm just saying, all my socials are down below. But anyways, let's get into this video. My experience doing Lauren Giraldo's 12-3-30 for the past week. A lot of you are probably already asking, like, why are you just now doing Lauren Giraldo's 12-3-30 if you've been watching her for this entire time? Well, to be honest, I never really had any interest in even trying it before TikTok, but it's been trending on TikTok lately, and like with all other things on TikTok, when something trends, you gotta do it. You can't not do a TikTok trend. So here I am making this video. In reality, I actually started doing the 12-3-30 about like 2.5 weeks ago, but it was very sporadic and like periodic. I use it as my warm-up routine for the gym, so that's like my cardio. I don't know why I'm doing quotation marks, but it's not as like high intensity cardio as I guess a lot of people like to do. But I use it as like my cardio before I start doing my sets for weights. But for the past week, I have been challenging myself, or attempted to challenge myself, to do her 12-3-30 for 7 days in a row. As you guys will find out, that did not happen, but there were ways that I made it up. For day one of doing it for a week straight, and day one of ever even doing the actual 12-3-30, it's very easy for me personally. I also want to mention that my starting weight was like 157, 158. I am already skinny and kind of sort of have like a little bit of tone, but not really. Like, I was kind of going through it the past couple months, so I was definitely gaining weight and looking a little bit flubby, and my stomach wasn't really flat. I think I took a picture, so if I took a picture, it'll be here. And then I do have like video clips of me working out periodically, I think, that I might be inserting in the video at certain points. I started at 157, 58. I'm now at 155 as of recording this video. Mind you, I've been drinking water all day. There's a lot of water weight because like in the mornings I could be like 152 when I first wake up, and I already went to the gym today as well. So like lots of factors in there with that weight. I should have weighed myself this morning. I kind of forgot to do that, so that's on me. Normally in the mornings I'm about 152, 153 give or take. So already just by doing this over the past 2 weeks, I've dropped like 4 pounds at least, or like 3 pounds at least. I would say like 3 to 4 pounds I've dropped. In comparison to before, like I would be 159 when I weighed myself. After like a day of like eating or whatever, I'd be 159, but now I barely ever pass 154, 155. So it's definitely had like an effect on my actual weight. And I've seen a lot of videos where people also did like the transformation things, and they went from like this weight to that weight, lost like 10 pounds in a week or something crazy like that. I knew going into this that wasn't going to be the case for me because I'm already pretty skinny and I have a really fast metabolism, so it's not like I have a lot of weight to lose anyways. My primary goal with doing Lauren Giraldo's 12-3-30 was to reap the benefits of toning my stomach and getting it flat, and then also the mental health aspect of it that Lauren really toots about, which is the fact that it is so freeing mentally to do the 12-3-30. I don't know how to explain it, but like when you're there on the treadmill and you're just jamming out to your music, or you're just like walking in silence like I was today because my fucking AirPods decided not to work, you just really get in your head and you get to think about stuff that's like bothering you in life, or like you want to like do better. You make plans in your head, you're very productive when you're on the treadmill, to be honest. And like, I've edited a video on the treadmill. I've made a playlist. I've made notes for this video that I'm filming right now today. I've planned like my schedule for the week. I've thought about what I was gonna make for dinner, and I'm just like listing random ass shit, but like it just goes to show you like you really just get in your head. So for day one of doing 12-3-30 for the first of the 7 days in a row, it was very easy for me. Like I said, I had done it before, and that first day was also very easy. And the reason why is because I am a fast speed walker. To begin with, anyone that knows me and tries to go anywhere with me always complains that I'm leaving them behind or I'm walking too fast for them because I have really long strides, I guess. So walking at a 3 speed just felt like I was walking at normal speed. It didn't feel like a speed walk to me, and it didn't look like a speed walk to me from like my videos that I took. I have it here. It just looks like I'm walking normally, at least I think so. So there's that. I've heard Lauren explain that there's a chance like you might not be able to do the full 30 minutes the first time you ever do it. That definitely wasn't the case with me, and I definitely even took it further than that, which you will find out. First day was super easy. The first 7 minutes are usually where it kind of like you kind of feel it depending on the type of person that you are. Just really feel your legs like working, especially if you haven't been doing a lot of like physical activity lately like I have been. I've been in quarantine, I've been sick. I didn't have COVID, I just had like a sinus infection, but I was sick for like a month, and my job that I have now is primarily sit down. I barely get up to walk unless I'm going over to someone else's desk or going to lunch or whatever the case may be. So I don't have like a lot of physical activity every day, which is why I started going to the gym again, because I want to better myself and turn into the best person that I can possibly be. The most annoying thing about 12-3-30 for me is I sweat so much. I've started taking a rag, or some people call it a hand towel, to the gym with me so that I could just wipe my head and my face and my forehead and all of that, because with the mask on, whenever I have to wear that, it's very brutal when it comes to sweating. And for a lot of this, I had like my beard. So now that I have a haircut, like today's workout wasn't as sweaty as it has been like under my mask and stuff, but like I would be leaving dripping in sweat once I get off that treadmill. Let me tell you, this workout is no fucking joke. It's pretty intense, especially as it like goes on. You get used to it, but like the work that it does to your body is just phenomenal. This is what I look like before the workout on day one, and then this is what I look like after the workout on day one. In my opinion, you can't really see much because like, as I said, I'm skinny. I was already kind of toned. You can kind of like see there's a little bit more definition around the sides of the abs and stuff. So that was really nice to see on the first day. On day two, it was still relatively very easy. I just, again, was dealing with excessive sweating. I was kind of sort of in pain. I have this clip here from my vlog that you guys can watch real quick.
Okay guys, I'm in the gym. Day 2 of 12-3-30.
And as you can see, like, I am excessively sweating. Like, it is no joke how much I sweat when it comes to 12-3-30. And I think that's the biggest attribution to the fact that I was dropping so much weight, or have dropped so much weight, is because I just literally sweat profusely when it comes to 12-3-30. On day 3, I decided to experiment with 12-3-30 because, as I continue to mention, I did it for a week. Like, I did it prior to this whole thing, or I did like the 1 week in a row thing. So I was feeling like the 12-3-30 standard speed of 3 wasn't doing it for me, because like I explained, I am a fast walker naturally. So I bumped it up to 3.5, and I did that for that day. I did it 35 minutes at 3.5 with a 12 incline, and that really, like, that got me with like feeling it in my quads and like down in my legs. Like, I was feeling it that day, and my abs were like kind of sort of burning on that day. Like, once you get off the treadmill and you just like cool down, it's perfectly fine. So day 3 definitely was a lot more difficult than the prior 2 days. And then day 4 and 5 I missed, but on day 6 I decided to make that up. I came back from Tucson, which is a 1.5, 2-hour drive. Where I was heading in Tucson, it was 2 hours. So it was a 4-hour round trip drive, and driving puts a lot of strain on your body. But because of the fact that I had an energy drink, I had so much energy. So I was like, I'm just gonna go to the gym because I don't want to miss another day. I've already missed 2 days in a row. I need to make up for not coming to the gym yesterday and the day before. So I went down to the gym and I did my 12-3-30 session. And I was a little aggressive with it because I did 12-3 1 hour. So I did the 12-3-30 routine for 1 hour straight. I was on an incline of 12 and I was walking a speed of 3. I think I went a little bit over an hour, but like I just put on some music, I zoned out, and then I started watching YouTube videos to get me through it, and before I knew it, it was just like, it was over. And that's the one thing that I haven't mentioned yet. When it comes to 12-3-30, it sounds like 30 minutes of walking at 3 speed would take really long, but it really doesn't take long at all, because before you know it, it's over. You just kind of zone out and you just get in your head, like I was explaining with that mental thing, and then you look down and it's just 30 minutes. It's very cool how quickly it goes by and how easy it is. And at this point, like, I was only dealing with sweating. That's the only thing that I still deal with, is just the sweating. The actual workout itself isn't physically demanding to me, but it does still show me results. On day 7, that was literally light work. I had no issues on day 7 whatsoever. Nothing to really talk about on day 7. And I ended up going again today, because day 7 was yesterday, but today I went again because I wanted to make up and do like a full-on at least 7 days of it before I sat down to film this. For today, I did 12-3, 15 minutes, and then I did 3.5, 15 minutes. So I just cut it in half and upped the speed for the second portion of it. And that definitely did make it a little bit more intense for me. And I think going forward, I am going to keep doing 3.5 because I definitely burn more calories whenever I do that. And it feels more intense to me, because then at 3.5 speed, I am what I consider speed walking at that point. And that makes it a little bit more physically demanding for me. That was the overview of everything that I experience every day with 12-3-30. Now, I do want to point out some of my observations and then also talk about my calories so that you guys can like follow along with that and the other things that I did in the gym that might contribute to why my body looks the way that it does now. Some of my observations doing the 12-3-30 over the past week, I noticed that when you hold on to the treadmill like bars that are built in on there, it definitely makes it feel a lot easier to walk. So if you are getting out of breath or you feel discouraged, your legs are feeling like spaghetti, I highly recommend start to hold on to the bar if you aren't already. And it seems to, like, for me, alleviate all of the stress and weight off of your legs, and it puts it more into the abs, and you kind of feel it more so in the ab area than you do on your legs, versus just freely walking and having your arms swinging. The other thing that I noticed was my stomach every day was definitely getting like flatter and flatter, and I'm gonna show you guys at the end of the video what I look like today after today's workout. I'm definitely losing body fat from my stomach, which is very exciting because I definitely struggled with figuring out how to lose that body fat when I was originally going to the gym last year for a couple months in a row. I was getting results in like my arms and like my chest and like my abs last year, but I wasn't seeing quite what I wanted, especially when it came to the flattening of my stomach. So that was really exciting to see occur. And then the other observation that I had with the 12-3-30 is just my mental health has been phenomenal. Prior to working out and starting the 12-3-30, I was going through a very rough patch back in October. I was pretty much depressed, and you guys will learn more about that in another video upcoming. It's going to be my roommate story time. And I was borderline, like, it wasn't borderline, like I was depressed. I probably should have went to a therapist. Ever since I've been doing the 12-3-30, I've noticed just like things in my life have just been less stressful to me. I haven't been overthinking stuff. I haven't had negative thoughts as much or at all, and I've just been happier. Things are falling into place with like work, school, my life. it's just very interesting, the connection to that. I don't know if that's necessarily a direct correlation of doing 12-3-30 and like how my life is changing, but definitely my mindset on life has completely changed doing 12-3-30, and that's something that Lauren preaches about, and she's not wrong about it. It's so true. Like, it just allows you to think about so much, as I already went into earlier, so I'm not going to jump back into that. Now, the other thing that I also did in regards to my mental health is I would always, after I do my workout, my gym routine, I always come home and I give myself 30 minutes to cool down outside, and I just take in the fresh air and like cool off because I'm so sweaty, and that gives me more time to also think about stuff with life. So that probably also has something to do with my mental health. But as I said, like, since I've been doing the 12-3-30, things have changed, and that 30 minutes that I do after the post-workout of my gym routine just elevates that energy even more, if that makes sense. The last thing with 12-3-30 that I want to touch on is the calories. So every day that I do 12-3-30, by a minimum, you're gonna lose like 280-ish calories, I believe. At least that's what it did for me, according to the treadmill. When I did it for an hour, I lost almost 700 calories. And then when I do it at 3.5, I get a little bit more up into 295, into that range, like 300. I think I crossed 300 once doing 3.5. That one day I did it completely, and that was like 306 or something like that. So the calorie deficit or decrease, the calorie lowering, the calorie plummet, I don't know how to explain it, but it kills calories is what I'm trying to say. It's definitely a calorie killer, so I totally recommend it if you're trying to watch your calories, because it helps out a lot. Diet wise, because that's also another factor here, I have been eating pretty much normal as I do. I'm not really an unhealthy person to begin with when it comes to like food. I don't eat like a lot of junk food. I do eat a lot of fast food, but I tend to stick to the same range of fast food that's like healthier fast food, and by that I mean like Chick-fil-A, which I haven't had in like a month, Chipotle, and those are like the two that I really eat all the time. There was like a little short phase that I was doing Taco Bell, but that was like before I started working out. But since I've started working out, I've only had Chipotle. I prefer to cook at home. Like today I'm going to be doing the feta cheese pasta from TikTok. So that'll be my dinner tonight, which is pretty healthy. The one thing that I have been making sure of with my diet recently is that I've been drinking at least 3 hydro flasks worth, and I have a 32-ounce hydro. So I've been drinking 3 of those every single day, no matter if I'm going to the gym or not. So at work, I'll try to get through at least 2 hydro flasks of water, and then come home and I do like 1, or I'll do like another 2, because whenever I'm home, for some reason, I don't like to drink water as much. It's a really weird system I got going on, but I still aim to do at least 3, and as of this video, I'm down to 1.5. And lastly, the other thing that has affected my body for the past week is my workout routine. So all I do aside from 12-3-30 is I don't do anything else for abs. So everything in my abs is completely 12-3-30 or a side effect of me lifting weights, because all I do are just some simple like curls like so with 20 pounds, and then I just bumped up to 25 pounds today for my curls, and I do like a set of 20 times 3, so I try to do like 60 reps. I think I'm using gym language correctly. Not fluent in I'm not fluent in gym language, so feel free to clown me if I say something stupid. That is my workout routine, and then I do the squats. I do squats for 20 of those, so I do 20 of those, and that's what I end my routine with. And then I try to do the pull-up bar sometimes, but I don't do it all the time. And the past week I haven't done it. So everything you're seeing is a result of the 12-3-30. So for my closing statements for 12-3-30, I highly recommend it to anyone that is trying to either lose weight or just trying to better their life. It has very amazing mental benefits as well as physical benefits that I've personally experienced, and Lauren is a genius for getting this mainstream, and now it's trending on TikTok, so you have like a bunch of people doing it. It's really cool to see that I'm getting the results that I want, and also the added benefit of being super happy and being able to film like a YouTube video for the first time because I actually want to for once, rather than like forcing myself to sit down and film something. With that being said, that is the end of my video. If you guys enjoyed this or you want to see me do other routines for like a week or do a follow-up video like I did 12-3-30 for a month, leave a comment down below. As usual, all my links are in the description box. The description box down below. If you guys like this video, then leave a thumbs up down below. Hello? Everything is down below apparently. But I will see you guys in the next YouTube video, and thanks to Lauren Giraldo for getting my body right. Okay, I wanted to show you guys what my body is looking like now. So we're gonna move the ring light there. Also, this is like really weird for me because I never show my body. It makes me cringe. So let's focus. Alright, so this is me, and this is what my stomach looks like right now. So as you can see, there's some definition here. Also, this is my scar, but my stomach is flatter than it has been previously. I just have like this little bit of fat down here to get rid of. There's not much going on up here. If I kind of like do that, you can really see the definition of abs starting to come in. So there's side view. You can see right here that it's a lot more defined. On this side, it's not as obvious because of my scar, but that's what's going on. And also, like, low-key, it's been perking up my butt. Like, it's giving me a low-key mini Brazilian butt lift kind of vibe, but that's it.